Good morning. So this morning, my first morning here in Broome, I have just been so flat out doing all the washing, cleaning the baths, all that sort of stuff that needed doing after a week travelling, being so flat out. So yeah, sheets, towels, clothes, the lot, done all that. And I've been down to, had a nice chat with some ladies at the laundry actually. That's what's cool about staying in caravan parks, is that you get to meet people, especially when you're travelling on your own, and have a yarn about what's there to do in the area, and just, a bit of connection sometimes is quite nice. Like being on my own, but it is nice just to say hi to people. So the ladies there gave me some great ideas. I went down to the reception, picked up all of this stuff. So I'm going to go through it now and just sort of organise my week. I think I've got 10 days here. So I do still have work to do. I've got to, just organise my calendar. I've got an interview with a lady in her group, in her Facebook group on Saturday, I think. I've also got some clients to book in. I've got the last day of my workshop that was a bit of a flop from last week. The last day didn't kind of work out, and the internet broke down and all sorts of things going wrong. So the computer shut down, that's right. I'm going to repeat that day. So just trying to, organise my calendar really. There's some cool things here to do though. Look, camel ride on the beach. How cool would that be? There is, I liked this one. Spa, could do with a nice massage after the week I've had. Okay. Cruises, boat cruises, there's helicopter cruise ride things. There is a pearl farm. I really might go to that one. But today I don't think I'm going to do anything I've got to check out the times and things like that as well. Just make sure I can do some stuff and just make sure some of them fit my budget. One lady in the laundry said that one of the things was like $1,000. It did sound worth it though. It was like a helicopter thing, a cruise thing, a feed, meals and all that, transport all included to get there and back. But sunset cruise, that might be really nice actually. A friend of mine sent some pictures of her time, the times that she's had in Broome and on the water. It looks amazing. So traveller's guide, that might be, so I've got to go through and have a look at these and just decide what things I want to do. Today I think I may go down to there's a pub down the road. I might go down there for lunch or dinner and then go for a walk down to the beach for sunset. And just sort of check it out. I've got no idea what's down there, what it looks like, because I just drove straight here. In a way, I wish I'd sort of looked around first and then parked up, because one of my things is, coming and going with the bus all the time and backing in. It is quite a tight spot. I'll have to show you where they've put me. It is quite a tight spot to get in and out, and reversing in the first day was a little bit of a mission. It shouldn't be. I'm pretty good at reversing this bus in, I have to say, and it does have a reverse camera on this bus, so it's not too bad. It's just, packing up. I've got the awning out a little bit just to bring some shade over the windows. I've got my aircon running. You might be able to hear it in the background. So I'm very comfortable, very cool in here. It's just getting out and about and getting around. And I can certainly see why a lot of female travellers, and males I suppose, opt for like a van rather than a bus, just for the ease of packing up, going, getting in and out. Everything's sort of set. It's not too bad to pack up. But when I've got the awning out, I've got the table and the chairs and all that, you don't want to, you don't want to be in and out all day. You want to kind of plan it out, go out, do your thing, and then come back and then stay. You don't want to be in and out several times like you can if you've got a caravan and a car. You can do that. With the car, and just reverse the caravan in one time. Yeah, so I really just got to look at the things, plan it out, yeah, and decide how I'm gonna go with it all. Okay, I'll keep you posted about what I do. Nothing wrong with a pub lunch, dinner. Look at that. Oh, me gherkin fell off. Not me gherkin. We've made it to the beach. Cable Beach. We are. How gorgeous is this? It's a sunset. Oh, it feels so good to be down here. This is like a 5-minute walk from where I'm staying at the RAC Caravan Park. It's just beautiful. And pretty much opposite the caravan park is the pub where I enjoyed a really nice burger for lunch, or a bit of a late lunch, but it was a late breakfast. And thought, oh well, after that, a couple of nice cold beers. I'll come down here and enjoy a walk on the beach. It's hard sand, really nice and easy to walk on. And sunset. This is really cool. Walking around like a lost little puppy. So yeah, come into Broome shops. I've been trying to get my a mechanic for the squeaky fan belts, a person to fix the battery charger, and on top of that I've got the fridge that keeps going on and off, but I think I might have that fixed now. And the aircon in the bus, so hopefully that gets fixed this week. So yeah, kind of getting all the jobs done today, and thought I'd come into town. I've been down that way, so I might come back down this way. Just been in here, that shop there, to get some essential oils. Need some lemongrass in my life. Oh, that looks like a second-hand shop. Pretty cool. There's the post office, and down that way is some food places. Yeah, notice how everything's made out of this. Like my house is made out of this, but it's all to do with the cyclones apparently. Because they get really bad cyclones in the wet season. So everything seems to be built with these sheets of iron. That's pretty cute. This is a really nice little town centre. And there's Coles. I'll be going in there a bit later on. Sushi rolls. Oh, that got my attention. Do you have a menu? Oh, yeah. Oh, right, I might get something when I finish my shopping on my way out. Thank you. Kebabs. Something Plaza. Bubble cat tea. Newsagent, supplements, pharmacy. Oh, I should get my nails done. So we're at the Croc Park. Look like they're playing dead, but they're all alive for sure. Oh, I didn't even see that one down there.
There's absolutely no way you find this many large saltwater crocodiles in such somewhat of a small area, even though it spans all not to the depth. And the reason we're able to have them all in here is because they've been together since they were babies. So those cute little suckers you were holding before, these guys have been together since then. So while they still do have those territorial instincts, they're nowhere near as heightened to that of those wild crocodiles. Alright, let's get them fired out, get them fired up. You guys aren't very good at grabbing it today, are ya? Look at all of them sitting on the edge of the water there. Come on up, guys. Look how useless they are today. They can't even grab it to save their life. What about over here? Look at this big boy. This is his territory here. He gets a really nice spot at the front. And you'll notice he's got a few scars there, and that's because he has to fight for that territory there. Coconut not going to be very tasty, is it? Yeah, what about some chicken? Come on. Come on up. Sees it now. Come on. There you are, beautiful cat. Yeah, try this under the end of the door.
Can we cut the cat already? It's not fun, maybe. Oh, wait. Oh, look, the... I'm trying to cool down. Hey, guys, open. Hey, I think I hear the birds. Yeah.
Now we are going to go see our American alligators, which is down the path about 15 minutes. We've seen them along. Oh.
I mean, sometimes
I reckon he's a little bit sick at the moment, yeah. Look.
Yeah, I think he's obviously not doing too good.
The thing is, he looks really keep nice and safe with these guys here. It's not so much of a worry. Open up, open that mouth. There you are, good stuff. All right, we'll give you one more piece. I don't want to feed you too much, or have you had enough? Oh no, you want some more? All right, come on, let's drop it on in there. What about over here? There's a couple out the back. Don't want to miss out on them. Come on, mate. Up you come. Keep coming. Open wide. I'll drop it in there for you, mate. Come on. Let's see if you want to come for a walk. No, come on. Show us what you look like. Come up. Come on. Come on. Come on. You're way too slow today. Come on. Keep coming. Keep coming. Oh, nearly. Nearly. So close. Come on. Keep coming. We want to see what you really look like, mate. Keep walking. Keep walking. You can see how they really prop themselves up here when they're walking along.
Whoa.
Keep coming. Come on, mate. There you are. We'll chuck it on in here. We'll get them another piece. You can just see in the way that I'm feeding them is a lot different to those off today. Come on, open up, mate. Open up. Open nice and wide. Oh, too slow. Geez, go and whacking your head against that fence there, mate. You'll feel that in the morning, won't you? All right. Let's give you another shot there, mate. Come on, here it is. You want me to come down on your level, do you? You're really slow today, you guys. I don't even know, this bloke doesn't even know what's going on, eh? Let him just sitting there. There we are, a bit of chicken for him there. Now, I like to use three main physical differences to determine these guys from their distant relatives, the saltwater crocodile. You can see that their heads are a little bit stumpier, they're a lot wider. The second thing is that their eyes are situated a lot closer together and more so on the surface of their head. And they're also not as long, getting around 4.5 metres at the very biggest. Now over there we've got a female, they get to around 3 metres at the biggest, similar to those saltwater crocodile females getting to about that 3 metres in size as well. Now their characteristics are also drastically different. They're not as dangerous and not as aggressive, they're more of a social animal.
We'll have to look at the problem saltwater crocodiles now. This could get exciting. This one's got his prison card.
He was getting with his missus the other day, I saw it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's get some of this female coming up. Jeez, you guys are all trying to kill me today, aren't you? There you are, bit for you. We're going to feed you at the end for being a bit of a bully there, for picking on the young fella. Yeah, you, I'm talking to you. Quick, get out of there, quick, quick. That one speaks English. Now, main lake here has half females and half males. Jeez, we get so many nests in here. I reckon we're probably about 15 nests a year in here. There you can see another female coming up. You can really see that those females are really a lot smaller than the males are. They usually grow at the same speed for the first few years, but after that it slows down a little bit, and you can easily see the difference in them. Come on, big foot! Come on! Come on, get her out the way. Come on up, mate. You got to give this fella a breadcrumb trail. Right there, mate. It's not going to turn into a bigger chicken or a real chicken just looking at it. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I tell you, mate.
He's sitting on it.
Come on. Come on up. Come on. Oh, no, a bit of an effort. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming.
Yeah, crocodile look at the arm and what it's showing.
There you are. You like that bit. You didn't like the other bit though, did you? Alright, let's try and get a bit more of these females coming up here. Bit of a standoff going on over here. You don't want the chicken? I reckon we'll feed him now. Come on.
Oh no.
Come on. Oh, you're all talk before. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, down it goes. Now we can get some to her without him in the way. Trying to eat her. Gee, she is quick, isn't she? Now, what we'll do is we'll feed Speckles now.
Speckles?
Yeah, Speckles. That's his pot there.
Speckles?
And he's got a few scars on his head because he has the pot for that spot.
What's a Speckles? Mommy, try to find that one.
Alright, how much chicken have we got left? What are we looking like? We're out of chicken! Oh, that's the end of the tour, everyone. No chicken left. Can't feed them anymore unless any parents got any naughty kids for cash. I'll give you some cash for them. No, we're alright. Alright, everyone. Thanks so much for coming in, supporting our small family business. We really appreciate it. You're helping these guys get fed and have a... Alright, we've got one eye here. He's only got one eye. And he lost his eye because he was shot with a shotgun up at one arm point. They tried to get rid of him. And they had him up on the beach, so they were taking photos with him next to him. Anyway, they came back in the morning and one eye disappeared. Now, what had happened is, he was shot in the eye, lost his eye, not sure what's going on, would have had no energy left at all, and when they run out of energy, it takes them a while to pick it back up. So he would have gained it overnight, swum back off, so Malcolm went up there and caught him, so he didn't go out and try and get him again, and that's how he's in here. And he's a bit of a climber, that's for sure, old One Eye. Come on. There you are. Good catch, mate. That's why this feeding bay is a little bit higher and the mesh is just a tad bit smaller, so he can't get his feet jammed in there. Because often when I'd come to feed him, he'd just get so excited to see me, he'd try and come over and say g'day. And sometimes when I come around in the afternoon to just give a last check and collect all the buckets to wash them out, about probably once a year it'd happen where he'd just be sitting in here. He'd just be chilled out, sit in the feeding bay, and he'd always have his head facing the gate there. I don't know, he's just thinking I'm going to walk right on in there, trying to be all smart. And I'd just leave him in there. I'd look at him and I'd be like, no, not happening, mate. I'm not taking that feeding bay out for you tonight. I've got to go to the pub. So anyway, I'd leave him in here, and the next morning I'd come back, and guess what? He'd always just wander on back over there, and then he'd learn his lesson until about a year later, and he'd think he'd go have a bit of fun and try something new again. So yeah, that's why we got the feeding bay a little bit higher there, just because he's a bit of a climber, aren't you, One Eye? All right, let's see if you want to have a bit of a play with this pearl float. No, you've ripped it off. I have to get you a new one, won't I? Yeah, all right. Let's move along to Muddy next door now. Let's go see him.
That was interesting. It was so cool. And the fact that I got to hold a baby one, that was really cool. And interestingly, they're very soft. I mean, it's a baby one, so quite different, but yeah, very soft. Yeah, I really. I'm walking off to the sunset again on the beach. So at the Croc farm today. Apparently the croc farm used to be across, like next door to the pub, which is what I'm walking past now. So that used to be those fences. Can you see those fences? Hang on, let me get you up a bit higher. See those fences along there? Apparently that all used to be where the croc farm was. And the story goes that they had to move it to 15 minutes out of town because quite often some of the testosterone would be running and blokes would jump over the fence after a few drinks at the pub, and they would wrestle with some crocs. Oh, don't fall off the edge! That was close. Did you see that coming? Yeah, so that's why they had to move it, because people were jumping over the fence, wrestling the crocs. Some people got a little bit injured. No one died. So this is Cable Beach House, and there's a staircase just over there down to the beach. Lots of like nice grass area here to enjoy sitting there, picnicking, watching the sunset. So I'll go check this place out. Got the vibes, you guys. So if you do think about coming up to Broome, this is why you're watching this. This August is one of the busiest times. Although the bus driver told me June, July, August is busy, but June, July, and then this particular week in August, because it's the cup week. So many people around. I'm going to walk straight into their volleyball game. Let's not do that. Yeah, so busy times. It's kind of nice though, being somewhere when you're travelling on your own where there's a lot of activity going on. I sort of find it comforting in a way, just that's the word to use, just because you're kind of never by yourself. There's always someone to say hi, and everyone's so friendly because, you know, obviously everyone's on holiday. All these people swimming out there. I did wonder if you can swim in this beach. Being like, you know, we're in crocodile territory up here, you guys. But apparently you can. It's very rare for a crocodile to come swimming through these waters, and maybe it's the friendly one that kind of escapes the group. I wouldn't be going out too deep anyway if it was me, although, you know, I don't know, I'd be nervous. But apparently it's a rare event, a rarity for a crocodile to come in these waters. I'm just watching this guy over here. Looks like he's doing some qigong or tai chi. Or he's just calling in the energies. It's just so nice to walk down on the beach. You know what? I'm going to take my jandals off. What am I doing? Turn you around so you can see the sunset as I'm walking, because that's the best part. Nice. The sands were really nice to walk on. It reminds me of when I used to live in Waihi Beach. I used to do lots of beach walks down there. Waihi Beach in New Zealand. The sand was really nice to walk on. We used to ride our bikes down there, me and the kids, me and the boys, when they were young, and it sort of reminds me of that. Good memories. Good times. Sunsets on the beach. So that was my day. Fun times at the Croc Park, and learnt lots about them. And the guy who actually was doing the tour, showing us around, the commentary and all the rest, he was actually Malcolm's grandson. His name was Owen. I didn't know that. The bus driver told me that. Yeah, so yeah, he was a real spirited guy, wasn't he? So that's how come he knows so much about them and is so familiar with the crocodiles, is because he basically grew up with them. And how cool that I got to hold one. Oh my gosh, they feel so soft. It's just not what I expected. Somebody once threw a snake at me in Thailand. I didn't appreciate that, and that felt cold and gross, and it sort of put me off reptiles, and not that I've always, it just sort of put me off touching anything like that, but I had to do that. That was cool. It's like a once in a lifetime opportunity, really, isn't it? How many days of your life do you hold a baby crocodile? That's cool. Oh my god, we're going to see the camels. What? We are going to see the camels, you guys. How cool is that? So cool. Another thing you don't do every day is a few nights ago I was sitting right here on the computer and I heard a sizzle, pop pop, quite loud, under the seat, which is where my batteries and the inverter and all that's kept, and it just freaked me out. I could smell like burning wires, so I obviously pulled everything up and turned off. It was really hot as well, so I turned it off, and luckily there was a switch there. I could just flick that off. So I think that means part of the setup is not working right now, and I don't want to turn it on, obviously, so I'm going to have to get an electrician just to check it, and maybe have to replace it, and also figure out why did it do that. I'm plugged in, most of the power is coming in through the the power, but there's two electric sockets that I think are connected directly to the inverter. Maybe me using those has overheated it. So yeah, I've just got to find out why it's done that, what's going on. So tomorrow's Monday and I'll be able to call a electrician and see if they can help. But yeah, it's a little bit of a worry. I'm going to have another look now just to see what I can see. Oh, this is Town Beach. How beautiful is that? Looks like there's a caravan park just over there. Toilets there. You can get a ice cream, and that may be coffee over there. Yeah, it's really beautiful down here. I'm just parked over here. So I've got a little bit of waiting to do around here, even though I've checked out of the caravan park. Not that one there, a different one. RAC actually is where I was. I do have the bus booked in to get the pump fixed now. I know, yet another thing. So yeah, the water pump, I need the pump so I can get off grid, because that way I can use water, all my water, yeah, for showers and whatnot, flushing the toilet, all that sort of stuff needs the pump for the water to come through. So it does feel like a never-ending thing, but you know what? I've learnt so much about just being okay with things not being okay. I am the sort of person that likes everything to be just so, to have sort of some kind of order and things ticking off the list and then it's done, you know. And I want to set off knowing everything's good, everything's perfect, but the reality is, what I've learnt is that things go wrong a lot, and you just have to be okay with it and just make do a lot of the time. But the other thing that I started telling myself was people are wanting to help me, and the universe has always got my back, universe is always looking out for me, and that's helped a lot because, funnily enough, a friend of mine who lives up here was saying, you know, you're so lucky that you've been able to get this stuff in, because when we first moved it was so hard to find people to fix things, and you know, there was a lot of weeks of waiting to get in. And so I initially booked this place for 7 days, and when I booked, the lady said, oh, I can actually get you in for 11. I went, oh, 11 then, okay. Not really thinking too much about it, but turns out I really needed that 11 days. I'm just looking down here because some kind of buzzing, maybe it's a cicada or an insect or something like that, I don't know. Anyway, gotta watch where you're walking around here, lizards and all sorts. So luckily I had those extra days, because without those extra days I wouldn't have been able to get the aircon sorted, all the electrics done. I've pretty much got all new electrics now on the bus, yeah, and being able to get this pump sorted. Look how beautiful this clear blue water is behind me. It's just amazing. So yeah, I just am learning to believe that everything is working out, and this has been a great lesson for me to trust. Really need to trust the universe more. And remember my last video, I talked about how the things that were really stressing me out was sort of like a bit of a hangover from the cancer, where I was just panicking over things not working, or things not going right, things not being as they should, and the fear, it was like a lot of fear and anxiety about, like, oh my god, things could go wrong, what a disaster. And I think that was just the trauma from the cancer. So I might get under the shade here, under these lovely trees, palmy cabbage trees, whatever they are. Yeah, so I have learnt so much about that. This is what this is teaching me. This is what this journey's been all about, is to show me how I can just trust that things will work out, and that it's okay for things to break down. I mean, it's a shame that everything's had to break down, because this gets a bit expensive, but the lesson in it is so valuable. So I'm going to take that with me. Beautiful lessons of trusting myself that I can manage, trusting that universe will provide, and that people come through. People have been amazing. Like, even with the electrics, the guy said to me, look, I don't do this at work anymore, but I could just tell that you needed some help. So things like that, it's like, wow. And that I got in to see him as well. Yeah, I'm just so appreciative. I really feel appreciative of being here in this journey, and look where I am, guys. This is absolutely phenomenal, this place. So anyway, we'll leave it here. From here I'm heading to some outback stations, so come along to the next video, see where we go. What new life lessons might I learn on this 53 and finally me, finally being me and being okay and being protected and looked after by universe. all works out. That's the lesson. It all works out. All works out in the end. All right. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time. Bye.